Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of a tough stretch of games they've got coming up. I mean, they're excited about it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for them, finding out exactly where they stand in the league.
Ben, that's something every team wants to know. You know, to get where they want to be, they're going to have to really beat the best teams in this league. So I know what they're thinking is, bring it on. Let's go.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carter Williams and Roten pairing up in the backcourt. Luke Mbah-a-Moute out there with Arnett Moultrie. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
And here is Carter Williams following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Moultrie. Shot denied. Waiters dishes to LeBron. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Now here's Roten, and the basket good. Roten's got his second basket of the night.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
James, that falls. Great assist by Love. And that's now 7 points for LeBron.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thank you, Doris. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Embiid. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. And Irving throws it down.
So they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Now here's Carter Williams, averaging 13 points a contest. To the wing right side, looking to end the run. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game, Kevin. Their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game. Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Embiid, the rim-rattling two-handed jam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
The 76ers trail by 14.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big.
Now here's Roten. 14 points from him the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And for Irving, just like those words in the back of his closet stayed hidden, his great talent stayed hidden for a long time as well.
Yeah, it didn't really dominate until his senior year of high school, Kevin. Only 11 games he played at Duke. It might seem he was an overnight sensation in the NBA, but in truth, he spent a lifetime laying the foundation for his game.
Oh, how about that basketball fan? Wow. What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Roten, the pass to Moultrie. Here is Mbamute from 13 feet. It goes down. Mbamute has got his second bucket of the night. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for two.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
76ers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. And both free throws good for Williams.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Irving with a clean look drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 10 points.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last three buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And here's Cleveland. And here's James outside. Another three for Cleveland.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Here's Shved, and Thompson sends it back. They retain possession.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
And no good trying to get that one. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
From deep, LeBron. That's good. LeBron's got 18 points.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. Maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself, just the strength and the skill.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
And one thing for sure, last season, the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
Here's Shved. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, it was an easy win, mainly because they completely dominated the paint. The rebounding totals were really astounding.
Kicks it to Richardson. Can they get it? And the layup is good. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And Clark, talk a little bit more about what Steve just said regarding the rebounding difference in the last matchup between these two teams.
Well, Kevin, the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, they had a major edge in that rebounding category, and that helped them gain an edge on the scoreboard, too.
Williams against Waiters. Richardson kicks to Noel, and he gets the bucket. Noel's got his first 2 points. Cavaliers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. And James gets it to go.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Stolen by Waiters. Now Cleveland moving it up.
Look out. Watch out.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
And Jason Richardson, the bucket on the assist by Shved. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter. Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And here's James outside. And another three for Cleveland.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, if things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
Irving with the steal. And here's Love from the arc. And he gets it to go. Love's got his third basket of the night.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
And you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down. 76ers having a lot of trouble defending against LeBron.
He's got 30 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Yeah, you are right, Clark. I mean, it's been fireworks from deep. He's just so dangerous out there.
Roten kicks to Mbamute. 76ers moving the ball around. To end the run, the Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Carter Williams kicks to Roten. The pass to Moultrie. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that chance.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here.
He's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
The 76ers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Carter Williams kicks to Mbamute. The rebound by Kevin Love.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
And through the first. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half, not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Carter Williams and Roten pairing up in the backcourt. Embiid is out there with Arnett Moultrie. And it's Mbamute in at the 3.
You know, Kevin Love is not just a great rebounder. He's one of the most complete offensive players in the league. He scores down low. He can make threes. There's not much he doesn't do offensively.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 14 points for Dion Waiters. Philadelphia shooting 40% from the field. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Roten, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Roten's got 6.
Well, Kevin Love with great footwork and balance inside and out. On the perimeter, he can hit threes on the move. Inside, knows how to use his pivot foot and use up fakes to get himself to the foul line.
And Kevin Love drawing fouls in bunches, and Clark shoots a high percentage at the stripe.
Yeah, and he's an outstanding passer out of double teams too, Kevin. I mean, he really is a force, and he does it efficiently and low to the ground. You know, he's not a high-rising guy, but highly skilled.
A nice shot by LeBron.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Mbamute dishes to Carter Williams. Roten, the pass to Embiid. He feeds it to Roten. 6 to shoot. And Embiid throws it down.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Boy, what a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Noel comes in for Arnett Moultrie. And it's Richardson in for Mbamute. And Philadelphia has possession. Embiid kicks to Roten. Poked away, stolen by Waiters. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Love with the ball, and that one's good. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Count that one.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy. Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Embiid sets the pick for Carter Williams. Thompson outside. And it's blocked by Love.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And here's Richardson outside.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013, so this will be his true rookie season.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Williams, he's checked in for Embiid, and it's Alexei Shved in for Michael Carter-Williams. No one near James as he lets it go. Another three for Cleveland.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
And Nerlens Noel projected as a #1 draft pick based on his defensive impact as a freshman Clark at Kentucky, but the knee injury dropped him to #6.
Yeah, you're drafting that high. General manager's looking for an immediate impact player in the draft. Concerns about that knee and his slight build caused him to slide, but if he gets healthy and adds some weight to that frame, I think he could be a real presence defensively. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end. This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. LeBron James, #1.
There's no doubt he's one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. He's capable of putting up big numbers from the wing.
Yeah, that's where he likes to operate, but he can hurt you from anywhere, Steve. I mean, his numbers come from all over the place, and he's a very sophisticated offensive player with how he goes about his game.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And Baamute's checked in for Richardson.
Hollis Thompson is a slender 6'8" swing man out of Georgetown, and you know, with his quickness and athleticism, I think he's got the ability to defend 2s and 3s and maybe, in time, point guards.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The 11-footer, and that one's good. Shved.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
17 seconds left to play in the third. Tries to save it. Waiters grabs the miss. Waiters got 3 rebounds now in this one. Pass to Thompson. No one near James as he lets it go. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Thursday. And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Irving with a clean look. And again, it's Cleveland.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Waiters against Williams. Here's Roten. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Here's Irving. From deep, James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
That's good. And that's now 10 points for Roten.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 17 points for Dion Waiters.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts. Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
And here they go. Here's James. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Moultrie's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Shoots. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the dunk by LeBron.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
Moultrie, that's good. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 15-6 run. He had a nice open look right there. And that's now 17 points for Love.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing. His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Now here's Roten, covered by Irving, expanding his range. The 76ers again can't hit it. He kicks it to LeBron. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
They don't need much of anything else the way he's scoring the ball out there.
They double him with James. Here's Grant. Tries again. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
From 11 feet away, and he recovers it. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Stolen by Waiters. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Just an astonishing number of turnovers, guys. And look how many points have come off those mistakes.
Well, it basically renders you unable to play transition defense when you fumble it away like that.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Shved's checked in. 76ers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Dishes it to Sims. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 23 points for Kyrie Irving.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
Oh, they've really taken control of the season series with this win. They'll be up 2-0 and only one more game between them.
And believe me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for LeBron. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Here's Love. That is good.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot clock.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Schved. The 76ers with another miss.
Gotta like the defense not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Shots good by Waiters.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Now here's Schved. He's tightly guarded. Feeds to Thompson. Shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Solid work right there, and again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here.
Thanks, Kevin. LeBron,